All right, you guys, welcome back to my podcast session. I'm here with three other beautiful, amazing souls, and I am streaming live on Instagram. So when I look here, just know I'm looking at Instagram, and when I look this way, just know I'm looking at the Tencent meeting. So, yes, I will probably dive into the session for today, which is called the society influenced. Okay. Before that, I would like us to introduce ourselves. Everyone knows me. I'm Jane, and I will be the host for today's podcast. Samson, can we please know who you are?
All right. Hi, guys. My name is Samson, and that's it.
No, don't give us that. We need details. Details.
All right, guys. So my name is Samson. I'm Nigerian, and I like to play basketball in my free time, and I'm the kind of person that I like to put my opinions out there, and when I see people who we connect together, probably we dive deeper and have interesting conversations and all that, and yeah. That's just me. I try to keep it simple.
All right, so
I'm a shy person anyways.
you're not. I'm sorry, but you're not. I will say no to that. Okay, so you guys, I want to personally introduce Sarah. She's been with me from the first day of my podcast, and this is more like the first time I'm getting to see her face. Like it is,
Wow.
yes. Oh, she's shy. You don't have to be shy. All right, Sarah, please, can we know you? I'm so happy to see you. I wish I could just give you a big hug right now.
Hello guys, my name is Sarah from Cameroon. I've been in China for many years now, and I've been listening to this Beautiful Souls podcast for a very long time. So I'm happy to be here, and this is going to be very exciting. Thank you.
I am pretty sure of that. And the one and only Jay. Yours.
Yo. Should I introduce with my birth certificates because I have them, my passport number, everything?
Any which way?
All right. My name is JL. I'm from Sierra Leone. I'm a photographer, videographer. I've been in China for I think a handful of years, and podcasting is something that I'm very interested in. So when I got the invite, of course, it's something that I will always take up.
Okay, thank you so much. And one thing about today's podcast is all my guests today are entrepreneurs and they are public people. That means they have their names and their pictures out there. Like JL is the founder of Red Wine Photography.
Media.
Photographer.
Red Wine Media.
Media. Okay, Red Wine Media. While Sarah is the CEO of CW what? Sarah.
And
CW
CWA.
branch, and my Ava Samson is the partner and co-founder of oh, please remind me. You're muted, Samson.
Pierre, P-I-E-R.
Hey, here.
Pierre. Yeah.
Here. Okay. All right, so you guys, I believe that this particular topic has to be directed to all of you because you guys are like public figures. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna ask you guys what you think about the society at large right now, like the social media age. What do you guys think of it? Anyone can go. Anyone just can go. Let's just have a natural conversation here.
Okay, I will start. I think the social media now is booming and it's going so fast. Everyone is just in social media and everyone is trying to catch up with the social media, but at the end of the day, you just realize that social media is just social media and the society is just a society. They are two different things. And as for the society, I think that we are all part of one society with different ideas, different cultures, different ideologies, different goals, different purposes, but we are all part of one society. Yes, that's what I think.
Okay, the society and social media will be social media no matter how much and how fast we try to pursue it. Okay, thank you for your definition. I think you're making a lot of sense. Okay, so let me hear from the two other chief we have in the house. JL.
Yeah, well, I think the social media age has been very helpful. It has been very useful. Sorry, and but also dangerous because things there that are happening. It's good for those who input, and a bit of bad for those who take out. So for me, I think that's my own little perspective of the social media age. But it's needed, honestly.
It's needed, but it's quite dangerous at the same time, right?
Exactly.
That brings me to my today's topic. I mean, okay, let's just pause that place, okay? Simon, what do you think social media and the society, what's
So
the
when you
difference?
say, okay, when you say social media, the first thing that comes to my mind is a tool.
And
Okay, I see social media as a tool, which you as a person, you need to know what you actually really want for yourself and know who you are. Because the social media, just like Jay said, Sarah said earlier, I agree with them. But I would lean more to the side where Jay was saying that it's a tool that is good and also evil. So it depends on what you use it for, based on your own values and based on what you as a person believe in or whatever thing you want to use it for. So when you say social media, the first thing that comes to my mind is a tool. It's a tool that some of us don't even use it the way it's supposed to be used,
I get it.
in fact.
Mhm.
And some people actually use it to do good. To actually, some people have used social media to as a source of income, while some have also used social media for something else. I
Like
mean,
what?
you have a lot of stalkers, you have a lot of people doing a lot of things and all that. So when you talk about social media, the first thing that comes to my mind is a
It's a
tool.
tool. Okay. All right. So all right. Okay. Thank you so much for defining. Because for me, I don't want to define this because I would say a lot of things about social media. And like you said, a tool. I was trying to think maybe it has something to do with your engineering side of your life. Like the way you just said is a tool. I'm like, okay, is it like a screwdriver? Is it like is it like what? So, but
Banner.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to talk about. So let's talk about the topic again and how it has influenced the probably the decision of people and what do you guys have to say about this? Do you think social media has taken a long turn or deep dive into our life, our decisions, our happiness at I mean to that extent? What can you guys say? Maybe the influence, yeah, that's the word, the influence of social media to our modern world. what's what is your
So
take on this?
I think whether we like it or not, it's like social media is here right now. The age of social media or the internet age is here, and it does influence us consciously and subconsciously every day, no matter how we consciously try to take things according to how Samson said, our values. There are things that subconsciously influence us: marketing, promotions, and your purchasing pattern, everything. And those are the good part, because that's coming from the people who do business. But you have certain things that do influence our behavior or characteristics, which might align to our personal values or morals, and these things influence us from young age to the old. So it does play a very big part in being very influential in our lives.
Okay, it takes part subconscious and the other way around. Okay, Sarah, you've been a bit quiet.
I will join what Jaya just said, and for me, it depends on how you use it. How do you use social media? Just like Samson said, it's a tool, it's a gadget. So you have to know how to use it.
Mhm.
And how to use it comes along with why are you using it. For example, Instagram. Why are you on Instagram? What are you gaining from Instagram? And what is your purpose of using Instagram? Let's say you're a businessman. You are using Instagram to advertise your business, for example, right? The same thing for other social media. So I strongly believe that the influence is depending on the reason of you using the social media that you're using, or of you being in social media, because there are other people that are not even on social media and they're living their best life, seriously. So I think for you to be in social media, you need to have a reason for you to be there, and to know also where you're going with it. And you take the good part and leave the bad part, because everything has a good part and a bad part. That is, it's a random thing. So if you're on social media, you need to prioritize the good part for your business. For example, if you're a businessman, or for your, I don't know, whatever you want to be or whatever you want to do on social media, you just take the good part and you leave the bad part, so that the influence that you get will be a positive influence instead of a negative influence. Because at the end of the day, just like I said, we are all in a society. So the influence that you get from you using a social media is also going to influence people around you. They're going to watch you. They're going to watch your habits. They're going to watch your results. They're going to watch everything. So if you're using social media and you're gaining negative results, it's also going to influence people around you. They say, oh, you're using this, but you're not gaining much from it, or you're not growing out of it. So I think that's also important to know.
So okay, I have a question, Sarah, because you said
Okay.
something like when you're on Instagram, for example, like people would like to grow, probably because I don't think okay, maybe some people, because I don't think people pay money and buy data to go on Instagram to just like spend their money and not grow in some certain way. So people probably would like to grow on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, like I'm doing, and in this case, what if they cannot get to the point they're aiming to get, and then the social media, which was their first aim, like they were happy going into it, but when they found out that they can't maybe get what they want, and then they get discouraged, or they just turn back to do some other meaningless stuff. Like in this case, how do you identify that? And in your own terms, how do you think people should get back to their initial aims?
Okay, I will answer that by talking about my own experience, right? I was in Facebook before.
Okay.
I've been in Facebook for like maybe 5 years. Yes, I've been in Facebook, and when I was in Facebook, I created a personal account first. So when I started my enterprises, I created a professional account. So everything was going well until the professional account got hacked first.
Okay.
So I had to close that one, definitely. And then when I was on Facebook, I was not actually gaining more, because I knew why I was there. I was there to promote maybe my business, or I was there to gain something from other people, because let's say I'm in the medical field, right? So when I go on Facebook, I target people who are also in the medical field, number one. Before I even target my friends or people that I know, before I send the friend request, I target them first. I target those who are in the medical field first because I want to gain from them. I want to learn from them. There are things that I don't know and I might learn from them too. So when that one couldn't be possible anymore, I just left Facebook. Simply. I just left Facebook. I said, okay, I'm not, yeah, like I just disconnected from it because there were no more gain for me, right? If I want to just be on Facebook because of friends, the same friends that I had on Facebook, I have them on WhatsApp too, right? I have them on WeChat too. So if it's to say I want to reach out to someone, I can use WhatsApp, I can use WeChat, I can call. Simply. I don't need to be on Facebook for me to reach them. So that is for me how I see it. So if you are somewhere and you are not gaining what you're supposed to gain, like I said, it depends on why you are there. Why are you on Facebook? Why are you on Instagram? Right? Why are you on YouTube? Because you want to promote something. You want to help people to grow, or you want to gain something from other people too. So at the moment, when none of that is reached, like when at the moment you don't have that balance anymore, let's say like that, yes. You don't have that balance anymore because for you to gain from someone and for you to be in an environment where you are even able to learn from someone, there should be a balance. So when that balance is disturbed, you're not gaining anymore, right? You're harming yourself instead. So for me, that's how I see things. I just left and yes.
Okay, so I wouldn't say you quitted. Okay, I think because definitely you might have pushed like to your limit, and you were like, okay, you know what, Facebook, bye, and I don't want to do Facebook anymore. But have you ever thought of like pushing, trying to like being determined, or trying to like tell to yourself, okay, I have to keep going, I have to keep pushing, maybe one day, or you just gave up? Have you ever?
No, I didn't give up on that way of stopping everything. I just left Facebook. I went to another platform, right? It's not like I just stopped because I'm still doing what I'm doing. I still do the same thing, right? And I'm growing into that. And
I think what Sarah is saying is that she's not finding her audience
On Facebook
anymore on Facebook. So she had to
Exactly.
redirect herself to where the audience
Exactly.
is.
It's just like a redirection, right? You just left one place to a better place.
Okay.
That is how I say things, yes.
Okay, thank you. I will come back to you because I have one more question, but I would like to
Okay.
ask JL, as a person who uses social media. I mean, I'm a secret fan of your WeChat channel. Period. Like, period. Your pictures are amazing. Like, there was this one you took a girl and you were lying on the floor. Like, that's a photographer. Like, you were taking the angles from the ground. I was like, hey,
Yes,
cool. Because I saw you wearing a big jacket. And I'm like,
yeah.
gosh. So what happens to you and social media? How do you let social media affect your work, and what's your advice to people out there?
I think I stand in the same line as Sarah. For me, I use social media more to promote my work. I have another account which is just for entertainment, like my personal account, and that has been the account that I first opened on Instagram. Facebook, I'm not on Facebook anymore, or I don't interact on Facebook because for me, I have never found a market for it. Why I'm saying that is because most of my Facebook is connected back home. And because of my line of work, I'm not doing anything that has to do with people back home. So on Facebook, I'm not on there. I only deal with like WeChat and Instagram. So the effect of social media with my work has been very, for lack of a better word, let me just say, it has been very important because I would say 70% of the clients I have contact me from social media. from the work they see. Like, hey, I saw your post. Can I add you directly? So how much do you take? And 30% comes from recommendations or old clients who still come back. So for me, social media is very important. It's very significant in my line of work, and it has helped me to grow. And it's so important right now. I feel like it's the heart of what I do, because you need people, you need eyes, you need you need to inform people, and social media has been very effective for me in that line. So it's very important for me.
All right. So what do you do in those days you think social media may not be giving you what you want? Do you allow it like define your happiness, or you just be like, okay, I'm not doing as much as I want, and I just want to give up, or I just want to leave what I'm doing? Do you let social media get to your real life? Because I used to tell people that just pray for real happiness, not
Yeah.
social media happiness. I don't know if anyone can understand my English. Like, these two things are so different. What we post on social media may not be what we are going through, right? So what do you think? Do you think like social media has added to your mental health, or it's sucking it out when it comes to your business, your normal life, your happiness and everything?
Okay.
Samson, I'm sorry, I will
Personally,
get
I think maybe we should do it like this. Okay,
Okay.
just my thought, in the sense that you could just put the topic out. Okay, like, what do we think about social media with mental health? That we could actually bring in our opinions, so that it's not going to be too personal, because I think you're getting too personal with
I
Jada.
want it to be, trust me, I know what I'm doing. I want it to be personal first, like Sarah, because you guys are guests, because we have to hear your own stories first, and then
Okay.
out there. Don't worry, I am coming to you. So just chill, take your ice cream like African plastic talked about on Instagram. I'm
yeah.
All
chill.
right.
Tell us
Yeah.
about,
That's cool.
yes. Don't worry, I'm coming to you.
All right. So I, I I believe everyone has the willpower to control whatever you how you choose to feel or what you choose to see.
That's
So,
right.
like I said, whether or not we like it, social media is here, and it does influence us consciously, subconsciously. Your own responsibility is the choice to the choice of what should influence you. So for me, my feed is mostly about photography and everything. But a question that was pinned to what you asked was, do I allow it to let me feel down? I think if anything, social media motivates me. I don't, for example, if I see a certain photographer or picture or someone that has been there for quite a while, has done his job, like let me say for 10 years or something, with all the gadgets around, everything that I would love to have. I don't see that as a channel for envy. I see it as a channel for motivation, because it's me saying, okay, now I'm here. If you get 1, 2 clients more, 3, 4, that goes to 3, 4,
Mm-hmm.
5 to 6, 10 clients, you're now on the next level. So for me, social media has been one for marketing, two motivation. I love looking at photographers. I love seeing other people's work. I love praising other people's work. In the other aspect of personal life, I don't care for it. I believe I have my life. So whoever has everything in their life or is posting about everything in their life, kudos to them. So I don't let that influence me negatively. I just scroll if I'm not interested, and what I'm interested in, I like. So I let that motivate me.
Okay, that's motivating. All right, so one and only Samson. Social media. I can actually see you guys. I think you and someone, you guys are chatting on the Instagram live. All right. So what have you gained, and what has social media gained from you? What has it sucked from you? and what have you gained from social media?
Well,
What can
to
you?
be fair,
Mhm.
I would say uh, I haven't really given much to social media. Maybe unconsciously, maybe someone else might actually think I've actually given something, but I think I've gained a lot of things from social media because the kind of accounts I follow on my social media are accounts that has something to do with something I want to learn, something I have interest in, like this. So I think I've been able to learn a lot of things from social media and also to sort of get informed about things happening. Because I mean, living here in China, most of the news is in Chinese, and the only way you probably get English news is if you're following uh, an account, maybe BBC or Al Jazeera or any of those news accounts and all that. So in a kind of way, the social media has been able to keep me updated about things going on back home and also to learn some skills and all that. And in the days I'm bored, I just watch social media and laugh. So I mean, it has also been my go-to to chill out stress, to zone out a little bit. And it's also a good way for me to check up on my friends, kind of, because I'm a kind of I tend to keep to myself. So like on social media, I just see my friends, they're having a good time. Then I know, okay, this person is alive, this person is fine, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, does anyone have a question for me? Because I don't want to answer any questions.
No,
I don't
but
like
one thing I
answering
think I
questions
think I
on my
think you
podcast.
one question that you already asked that I would also be interested to know, like, what is your take on it? It's concerning now with social media or as a content creator, it has to do with consistency.
That's right.
You know, for you to actually probably get to that point you want to be, it has to do with consistency and all that. So, like, what is your motivation to actually keep creating content, and why, even though the numbers are not what you probably want it to be, why don't you get depressed?
That's a real question. And if any small YouTuber had not had this thought before, then the person is a big liar. Thank you so much for asking me that because I get a lot that kind of question like a whole lot. I think my every time answer is always I use social media to store my memory. That is just that is just my biggest motivation because I always tell
Yeah.
myself I may not be in China for so long, right? But whenever I go to my YouTube videos, whenever I want to watch these, what about like 10 years later I don't even know who Samson is, like 15 years later I forgot who Sarah is, but like I just go to my podcast and I'm like, yes, I knew that person, this is my everyday motivation. And the fact that I don't have the views and the numbers I want now, but I still want to put things out there is because number one, I feel like I want people to understand these informations, okay? Even if sometimes I feel like the people who want to hear this, trust me, years to come, people might want to go to your video and hear what you have to say. Or even if not any person, you would like to go back to your video 3 years ago and hear what you had to say and remember the growth, okay? And nevertheless, I've stopped YouTube a lot of times, but now, right now, I tell myself, no matter the view, even if no view, but I will put my video out there because I may not be with my phone all the time, but YouTube might still be there. Okay, these are
Okay.
my motivations, and obviously, I'm trying to increase my passive incomes. Okay, YouTube pays, and I mean, why not? Why
That's
not?
right.
But I mean, based on what you just said, now
Uh-huh.
that maybe years from now, you can still go back to those videos and say,
Yes.
like, I'm actually curious about something, you know,
Okay.
whereby you've seen now in the current society right now, you see videos popping up about someone later, maybe after 10 years. Maybe they were doing
Exactly.
something stupid.
Yes.
And then people start blackmailing them with those videos and all that. Like,
Mm.
if maybe 15 years from now, and then someone comes to a content that you actually made, and then you actually said something, and but you know, one thing is, Sarah said something about change earlier, which I think change is actually something that is constant. And as a person, for us to grow, we need to keep changing. We need to keep like having revolutions, evolving, and all that. I mean, that is the basics of mankind. That is the basics of everything, anyways. Now, if it happens that now your belief concerning a certain topic has changed over time, and then someone brings up that topic, and then they start trying to
That
That's
get
damn-
at you.
Now she wants to run for president.
I-
Like,
Yeah, and then probably maybe you're having a conversation about global warming, and you think global warming is just fallacy. It's
Yeah.
not true.
yeah.
And then you said something about that. And then it happens that now you're running for president, just like Jay said. And then someone is saying,
Dig it
you
up.
said last time
Hold
that
on, please, hold on.
that's
Okay,
global warming is not real and all that. How would you react? Do you think you're gonna regret? Like, tell me what you would probably feel. I mean, trying to connect that with regrets, trying to connect that with what would be your first impression, trying to connect that with how would you feel some years from now, a video popping up about you as a content creator, maybe your thoughts about that has changed over time and whatever. Like, what would be your
Okay,
what would
this
be your
is-
feedback, or what would you think?
I feel like this is one of the things that whenever I want to post a video out there, I think about it. I just make a video and post. And
Okay.
one thing about my YouTube, and I promised myself that I would not try. Okay, I would try not to put a very sensitive topic on YouTube. Number one, because you don't know whom you might be like 15 years later, like Jay said, a president or the wife of a president or whomever,
Mm.
okay? And then someone maybe digs up a video of me talking bad
Jane
about
wants to become the president's wife. Interested.
I'm just giving an instance. Duh. Okay, and then someone digs my video. I'm like, "Oh, this person talked bad about the Chinese government when she was there. Like that is gonna be a no. That might even disqualify me. So I want to push back to what Sarah said, that you should understand the reason why you are on social media. You don't just post anyhow, because okay, a lot of people do that either ways because they just want to have the fame and they just post whatever. Even the next minute when they watch, they might want to regret it. Okay, but whatever I'm posting right now, I would stand and make sure it's something that even if later on my perspective changes, I would not just watch my video, look back, and start regretting. No. I don't think we should regret anything we have right now, because change has to be constant, and we cannot understand how we might change 2 years later so we can avoid some things. No, we either accept how we were 2 years ago and have the constant change, then go back 2 years ago and regret what we've said. Because if we knew we are going to regret like 2 years ago, we wouldn't have done that. So I don't see a cause for alarm, really. I don't think I will regret. And most importantly, I don't think I'll put a content that I will regret later on the internet. The internet is so big and I am scared. I am personally scared of the internet. Okay? That's why you may never see my whatever naked picture on the internet and then like someone now say, oh, that is JB. No, I would try by God's grace.
Fingers crossed. That's good.
Yes,
That's good.
fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Okay, so actually the topic today is society, but why I wanted it to come around the social media, because I feel like our society right now has been evolved by social media. Okay. Sarah, Gerald, and Samson. I'm so happy we're in the same group. That's my guest speakers group. And when I think what's his name? ETS Ali Daddy sent something about a girl proposing per, per,
Propose.
Proposing. Yes.
proposing to a man, and then he brought up this topic, right? Remember, he brought up this topic. So shout out to him, because he was actually the brain behind this society, blah blah blah. And I remember Jill saying, Jill called me and they were like, Jane, why do you have to say that? Why do you have to say the girl? And Sarah was like, Jane, what do you mean? I had to run away from that topic because I didn't know what else to say. So, what do you guys have to think about society and how it could dictate our happiness? Do you think we should look at the society before we do anything? Or let's just do anything no matter what the society says? Jail, I want to ask you this. That any other person can take that.
Okay. The notion that we shouldn't let society dictate our happiness, I think, is being misused.
That's right.
For me, like, I think I was discussing the same thing with someone about a few days ago, and I was like, there are moral principles, there are cultural principles, there are what's the other word? There's just a set of principles in every area, religious principles, whatever you believe in, right?
That's right.
And there are societal principles, most of which we all came together and said, you shouldn't kill anyone, right? So that doesn't mean society is dictating to you for your happiness. It just means there are these guidelines that has been established, whether you like them or not, to maintain order. And this same order is being replaced or is being copy and pasted in, for me, my aspect of relationship principles, or however one wants to call it. There is an order at which a man pursues a woman. There is an order at which a man gets to marry a woman. There's an order at which people live in relationship with each other. To not digress further, what we were discussing here is about the lady that was
That proposed to
proposed to the guy.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell or heaven or on earth that's something to be done, number one. I honestly think.
Do you think the girl should feel bad because the society, or because jail said, "Oh, do not propose to your boyfriend. The boyfriend should do that." Do you think she should care? That is what we're here today.
I'm not saying she should care, but I think there's one thing that is killing the world right now, and this thing is going to derail the world, which is, I wouldn't do it, but if you want to do it, it's fine. I think as a society or as humans, we should all be in a place where we should be mindful of what is right and what is not. If you're not convenient with that happening to you, or you doing that, that means it's not right in your view, in your perspective. So why do you think you should condone someone else to do it just because you're like, it's your life, live it? And I think sometimes, because of the way the world is going now, you have to be careful of what you say, because of one, you don't know something was saying in the future, or you don't know how it will be dug up. And now people, you know, and I think we're also being afraid of hurting people. The truth is the truth, whether you like it or not. And the truth is, there is a procedure, there is a way of how two people get together, especially when it comes to marriage. I'm not saying because that shouldn't happen, she should be mad about it. No. All I'm saying is, it has started like that way. And it has started with an unbalance. Unbalance of, if you ask me, how is there an unbalance of respect, one? the respect has been mixed, vice versa now.
But she doesn't think that way. Samson, Samson, you're muted. Samson, you're muted.
Yes, something.
Like, okay, you.
Just quickly comment. I want to say something. Okay, I think this is where I'm gonna say my opinion concerning something Jay actually said. Okay, so I think everyone has seen this illustration before. Okay, so this is the illustration. Can we see what I've written
Yes,
here?
6. Okay.
6. Okay.
And
9.
okay.
Now,
Okay.
what am I trying to bring in here? I feel what might be truth to you might be false to someone else. Okay. And that's why, when I started initially, I was saying the first thing is you should know yourself. Like, get to know yourself, get to know who you are. A lot of people don't even know who they are as a person, which I think is the first step into you actually driving the pathway of your life. On the one side, I'm not gonna say to even be honest with you, I don't even know what I would do if a lady actually proposes to me right now. That's actually, but at the same time, I'm not gonna say because of what the society actually thinks about how these things should actually hinder people from actually doing what they want.
What they
Now,
want. Exactly what I'm
now,
talking about.
I'm going to say two things. I'm going to say two things. So one is I'm going to speak from, because I'm a spiritual person. So I will speak from my own spiritual belief on the one side, and I will speak as a rational person. Okay. Now, from my spiritual belief is that blessed is the man who findeth a woman. That is, a man is supposed to actually be the one approaching, being the one to propose and all that. Now, but one thing we also need to probably see is that, the guy must have asked her out in the first place, right? That he started dating. And then now we don't know the context of what their relationship is. If the guy is a shy person, like extremely shy, but he's actually putting the motives, he's putting the signs that he actually wants to spend the rest of his life with this lady.
He should
Now,
get the money.
the lady, in my opinion, okay, I'm just saying now, the lady can help him to get bold, to actually speak out.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if I was a lady, I wouldn't take the step. This is just my opinion right now. Okay. I won't take the step of actually going on my knees or doing whatever to propose to the guy. But I would need to understand the kind of person he is and see what's going on. Because now, one thing is that I think, okay, we're actually talking about society, and now we're going into relationship talk and all that. But let me quickly wrap up. I'm going to quickly wrap up. Okay. I'm going to quickly wrap up, which is, in my opinion, I feel like knowing the kind of person the person is, okay, one is when you know yourself and then you know the kind of person the person is, there are better ways that you can actually propel someone into doing certain things without you having to ask them for it or anything, But there's also the honest conversation that I think people in relationship should also have in a sort of way. But now, in the terms of now, our society might probably see a topic like this, me speaking as a rational person, I feel like you as a person need to know what you want in life. And you shouldn't let people's definitions about things to actually determine how you live your life. Because the truth is, if you choose to do this, people will speak. And if you choose to do this, people will still speak.
Exactly.
So whichever ways, people will always be speaking. That is why I say you need to understand yourself. You need to understand yourself. Understand yourself. Know yourself. Connect yourself with your belief. Connect yourself with your spirituality. Connect yourself with who you are. And then you can make a decision that in the end, don't regret it. Because it's a decision you made at that point in time, which you feel was best for you. Now, the truth is, the guy might actually, me speaking as a rational person now, okay, the guy might actually decline her. But do you know what that has actually saved her? It has probably saved her extra days, extra hours, extra minutes, extra weeks, extra years of being in a relationship that is actually leading to nowhere.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right? Because for the guy to decline, it means maybe he's not seeing her in that way. So I think it still boils down to you as a person.
He declines because he's shy. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's talk with the lady in the house, Sarah. We all saw the picture, right? To me, I don't see a problem with that. Although I may not do that, okay? And Jill, don't come for me. Just leave me alone, okay? I don't see a problem. I don't see a problem for the lady because it's not like she went to pick him from the road. They've been together for probably weeks, months, years, right? So it is close and they don't need your opinion to really tell her or to tell them what they need to do. So maybe that's what she wants to do and she did it. So Sarah, what do you think? Do you think in this understand work society? I don't care about society sometimes though.
Jade. Okay. There's something that Samson said that I don't agree with. He said that maybe the guy was shy. Come on. Come on. No. Men are hunters by nature.
Period.
Men are hunters. Despite your nationality, despite your culture, despite your mindset, men are hunters. So concerning that picture, personally, that is a no. As in, and I don't think the society influences that woman to do that.
Are you going to put the picture in the video so that people can also see that picture? So they know what we are talking
about. We already discussed about the picture.
Yeah. I think
that we don't actually know what happened between them. Just like Samson said, we don't know the circumstance. We don't know how they met. We don't know what happened. We don't know what they discussed about. But still,
no for you.
It's a no. Because just like I said, the woman, she has her place in the relationship, right? And the same as the man has his place too. So if you decide to take the man's place, and it's just like you're just mixing everything, like for real. And I really don't think that the society has influenced that woman to do that. I just believe that she has decided to do that on her own. Or let's say, just like Samson said, he raised an hypothesis. He said that maybe the guy was shy, and she saw that her man was shy, so she wanted to take the lead. No. Why are you taking the lead for? Wow. Why? As in, you're just the woman. Stay there and wait for the man to come for you. It doesn't matter how shy he is. If he wants you, he will come for you. He will make the proposal for you. It doesn't have to be in an open place, just like it was.
You wanted to spend years waiting. Really?
No. I think the guy was. I think for me, I think the guy was also embarrassed because it was an open place. As in the road, I don't know. As in, there are some criteria that have to be considered before doing something, right? You have to talk to your partner, right? You have to come to an understanding. Just like Samson said, it's true. You have to know your partner, right? You have to know the kind of person he is. If he's a shy guy, right? Yeah, but you don't have to be shy 100%. You can be shy. You can be shy in some parts, but when it comes to things like this, no, shyness is not allowed. I'm really sorry. Shyness is not allowed.
To be honest, I don't think guys are shy, and like you say, guys are hunters.
Exactly. A hunter is not shy.
Samson, you're muted, but I heard you say
I'm shy.
I don't want you to say that. Samson is nowhere close to shyness.
Exactly. No, women can be shy.
Hello,
Really?
He's waving his hand. Okay.
Women can be shy. Women, we can hide our feelings. We can be shy. We can behave somehow, but no, not men. No. So I think for the society to play a role in that thing, I really don't believe that she was influenced by any society,
all right.
whether it was coming from
They
her
are
side or his side. No, I don't know. Maybe she was just driven, or she was just excited to do something, right? Or she just wanted to show how much she wants him. I don't know. So that's why I said in the group that is on her alone. That's just on her. So she has to bear the consequences. So if the guy declines the proposal in public,
ATM
it's
card.
on her. Seriously. It's on her, it's not on the guy.
Right.
okay.
And
I
we
get
don't
it.
I don't
No,
think
we
but
don't have to forget that guys, you have
should
okay.
one, because you're trying to avoid embarrassment, not step off for something you want.
No, there's a way of doing things. Sorry, wait.
Well,
There's a
I'm
way.
gonna ask you a question.
No,
I'm gonna
Exactly.
no, Sarah,
no.
Sarah. I'm gonna
Yes.
ask you one question, Sarah.
Yes, yes,
And the
yes.
question is, who
Mhm.
defines how things should be done? It's a
No
certain.
one.
It's a
No
certain.
one. You define it yourself. No one has to define things for you. No, I agree with you. I don't agree when you're saying the guy is shy.
So
That's where
if I am
agree
the
with
one,
you.
if I am the one
No.
who defines how things should be done,
Yes.
you can just go ahead and propose.
No, I don't agree with
But
you.
the thing
You
is,
see,
see,
this is exactly the topic.
No,
This is exactly the topic of people actually being led by the society.
Hey, okay, I agree with you. See, I agree with you.
Just
Okay,
1 minute.
okay.
So I
Jail,
think
please stop.
I think with the influence, what they're trying to say that I don't think they are trying to say society influenced her to do it. No, I think they're trying to say society shouldn't influence her not to do it because she chose to do it. And that's why when I started with my sentence, I said there is a moral principle, there are ethical principles, there are cultural principles, there are different ways of how to do certain things. And Sarah said it exactly. There is a way to do it. However, even though we try to convince ourselves, you should define, I think, define your hunger, define whatever you want, fine. But in the path to go get it, yes, I want to be rich, I want to get money. That doesn't mean I should go and steal. So, me wanting to be rich means I must want it by any means. No, I wanted to get married.
That you won't steal does not mean the other guy out there or the other girl out there is not gonna steal.
And that's what I'm saying, because we all as a society agrees that it is morally wrong or it is not the right path to follow. However, they can choose to do it, right? But it is not right. And that's what I think I'm trying to get to people, that not just because you think I will not, I if I was a woman, wouldn't go on my knees to a man, then if she wants to do it. No, it is not right.
Do you know? Wait,
and I want to answer Samsung, please. Please. I want to answer Samsung. Samsung say that the society shouldn't, I don't know if I'm getting it right, but you mentioned something as we shouldn't be like, you have the right to do things, right? Like individually. Is it what you said? I want just to, okay. I agree with you. I have the right to do whatever I want to do, right? You have the same right. We all have the same rights. Agreed? Okay. But when it involves another person, I'm going back to the picture again, okay? Before I go further. When it involves another person, your rights are not only for you alone. I don't know if you get my point. Okay. That woman who proposed to the guy, it's true she had the right to do it, but was it beneficial to her alone? Or it was beneficial to her and to the guy too? Because in a relationship, you're not alone anymore. You have someone, right? You have to consider that person too.
what if the guy has no problem with that?
No, Sarah, this is what I think. Sarah, this is what I think. Sarah, this is what I think. Okay, this is just my opinion. All right, Sarah. My opinion is that
Okay.
you have the right, or the lady had the
Yeah, the
right
lady. Okay.
to act the way she
Yes.
acted,
Mhm.
but she does not have the right over the guy's reaction.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I'm
So
trying to say.
exactly, and which is me too. I have the right to act the way I want to act, but how you react is your choice. Okay, you can
Yes.
either connect with me or say no, you don't connect with me, which is fine.
Okay.
I respect you.
Okay. Okay. I agree with you, but let's not forget that you are not there alone. You can do that with a random person. No, I'm sorry. You can do that with a random person. Like you can just act and the person will just react. And it's none of your business. You don't care. You have acted. You had the right to do what you.
Arrogance.
But
That's
for
arrogance.
her, she was in a relationship with
Yes.
someone.
It's
That's
deviant.
where I'm going. She still has the right to do what she wants to do.
No.
But as long as another person is involved, it's different. It's not the same thing.
Dear, calm down.
It's same.
No,
It
it's
is
not the same
same.
thing. No.
It is same. How the person,
Let me ask you one question, simple question, right?
Okay.
Let's say you're in a relationship right now. Okay? You want to take a step. You have the right to take that step, right? You have the right 100% to take the step that you want to take. But before taking that step, are you going to consider the other person's feeling,
Right.
for example, or the other person's
right.
thoughts, for example? Or are you going to consider, okay, if I do that, how is she going to feel? Or not, I'm not talking about the society. That's just you and her. The society is not involved yet, right? If I
Yeah.
do what I want to do, how is she going to feel? Or if I behave like that, or if I say this, I have the right to say things. Liberty of speaking, I can speak, I can say things. I have the liberty to say what I want to say to you. But if I say those things, how are you going to feel? What are you going to think about me? Because at the end of the day, if you're my person, I also care about what you think about me. That is if you're my person. But if you're just a random person and I do something, I have the right to do that. It's my right, right? But the way you react to it is none of my business.
Okay. Okay,
Exactly.
you guys.
That's what I'm saying.
You,
So the society is just the society, guys. We cannot change the society for real, for real.
I
The
get it.
society is always going to be the society.
Yes. So just be happy. Do what makes you
No,
happy.
we're not going to be happy with
Oh,
such
Jel,
deviant behavior.
wahala. No.
Me, I'm not going to be happy. Oh. I am not going to be happy with such
Jane, you brought
behaviors.
it up. You brought the picture up.
You see, such that marriage is going to end in premium tears. Now, you see, like I keep saying this, there's a way that things function, right?
Thank
All
you.
jokes aside, there's a way that things function. You have all rights, but as a whole society, and I think, and that's why I feel like this thing has been used as a cliche. Yeah, a cliche sentence, but because we are saying that for society not to influence us negatively. But do we also understand that there are negative actions we also take that society can influence us positively, like such actions? I don't think it's proper. You like come on, man.
No,
Guys,
this is your opinion,
I'm gonna
Jel.
give an example.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna give an
gosh.
example.
Okay, wait. Sorry. Before you give an
JB,
example.
just one quick thing. Sorry, just one quick thing. So
The time.
I was lucky. I was
The
lucky
time.
enough.
We're going to
Nigerian.
spend hours here.
I am Nigerian, and I was lucky. I'm originally from the West, but I was lucky to be born in the North. So growing up, I could see the difference between the two cultures. What the culture in the North thought was okay, the culture from the West thought was wrong.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, this is why I am programmed the way I'm sort of programmed, because I've seen it that what these people think is right, these other people think is wrong. So what are we doing?
But you have your own personal beliefs, right?
Exactly.
And does your personal belief align with one culture or together?
Something is off. Something, you're muted and your mic is off. I mean, your camera.
I had to quickly pick up dinner.
Okay.
So my personal belief is that I'm just gonna stay connected, and I'm not gonna let any culture
MTN. Okay.
define me. I'm not gonna let any culture define me. I'm not gonna let any society define me, because first, I am human, and culture is because I was born in that environment.
Facts.
But the first thing is, I am a person.
But doesn't that mean you are also not cultivating any personal values or moral values?
So now that's not the thing. In the process of me developing, I saw what was good in the north. I saw what was good in the south, in the west, which I feel I kind of align to.
Okay.
Okay, based on my spirituality, my everything connected together. Like I am sort of creating my own kind of culture, you know, sort of creating my own kind of person.
I want to ask you a question.
Time.
Let's say 1 minute. Let's say that was let's say that was your friend, right? The proposal thing.
Yes, the lady or the guy.
The guy.
Okay.
Oh, okay, not your friend. Just neighbors. You know both of them.
No, my friend. Then I will give you an honest answer.
Okay, your friend. And then you know, and then it happened. But people, not your friend going to you, but other people are the same way let me say complain, the same way we are talking about it. Other people are negatively talking about it, and that's your friend. What would be the response you give?
So
It's his choice.
my response
wait.
The guy is my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, and the lady proposed to my friend, the guy. The question I would ask him is, do you love her enough to actually
No. What response would you give to me? Let's say, for example, I am not someone you know, but now I am criticizing your friend or the lady for doing that. So what would you tell me? Would you still tell me that, hey, bro, let them do whatever they want to do, something like that?
What I would say is, bro, let them do whatever they want to do.
Okay.
This is what I've been
JL,
saying.
ask me the question, JL. Ask me the question.
Wait. No, the question is together. So I just wanted to know his opinion on the same thing with different stories. Now, your friend, which is the guy, yeah, he's working for a company, his dream company. He now took sales records from this company and sold it to another company. He was caught, and as usual, I am criticizing him. What would you tell me?
I would say he did what he wanted to do, and he's paying for his sins.
So it's not right. There is.
It's still his choice. It's still his choice, bro. What I'm saying.
Let me bust
What I'm saying is, I've had friends being caught up in really shitty
We all do.
So wait, this is me. This is what I've gotten to build myself, which is I might not do things in a certain way, but if someone is doing things in a certain way, I'm not gonna judge them.
No, because not right.
No, Dale,
I'm not gonna judge. I am not gonna judge them.
No,
I'm not gonna judge them.
No.
And at the same time, I'm not gonna judge them. And at the same time, I'm not gonna praise them, because you know why? In the end, they have to live with themselves. The result is them. They would have to live with it. Bro, I will go to bed, I will sleep, and I will not think about him being in the prison.
Man, I will not sleep. I will never sleep with such things happening. It's
But jail. In fact,
the end, the guy declined. In the end, the guy declined. She got embarrassed. She has to live with herself.
Okay, you guys, let's just come to conclusion, because this is getting out of hand. Dale, you are saying something to be right or wrong. Doesn't mean Mr. B should care if it's right or wrong.
Really?
We are two different people. Like, okay, for example, recently I
don't believe that.
That's your belief. This is what you're talking about. Society influenced. You don't influence me with your own perspective. If I want to do something,
Actually, JB, I think you're the one trying to convince him now. Just say your opinion and let him
It's
stay with
not
his
about
opinion.
it's not about
Let me
convincing
say
your
my
opinion. What
own
I think.
opinion. You finished it. Let me talk, please. Let me talk. Okay, Jail. To be honest with you right now, you are Mr. A and I am Miss B. Okay, and if you think going to probably Beijing is the right path to going to maybe Nigeria, probably you want to travel to Nigeria, and you think going to the Beijing airport is the best way, and I think going to the Guangzhou airport is the best way. That doesn't mean you are wrong or I am wrong. It's just mean this is what I want to do and this is what you want me to do. You want me to do this thing doesn't mean I will have to do that thing or I will have to go through your path. If I do my own thing and it comes out bad, I will still be the one to like take that sin or the punishment for my sin.
Because you know the hear word.
Yes, okay, fine. If you say another here, well, no problem. But that is it. For whatever makes us happy, I don't
Yeah.
think we should get the permission from the society before doing that. Like recently, just I think yesterday, not even recently, I am opportune to like have what is it called, a movie club in my city here, and I was talking with the other two planner because we are three planners here, and the other person said JB did not like the last movie, and I was like, keep my name out of your mouth. If you want to say something, just say it. Do not say JB says this. And by the way, point of correction, like I just had to tell him as like a big brother he is. I said, by the way, JB do not have to like something before the thing should work or before we should give it to people outside there. Like Samson does not have to like my podcast before I make my podcast because I want to do my podcast. Sarah does not have to like how do I put it, like start up my podcast or like direct my YouTube before I put content out there. Do you get it? And that doesn't mean when Sarah is not around, I don't have the right to do other things. That doesn't mean if JL does not like the fact that the girl proposed to the boyfriend, the girl does not have the right to do that. No, it is none of your business. And the society should stop telling us what to do. They should just stop telling us what to do. And that was why I said this meeting with social media. Understand what you have to take from social media and drop the things that you think are not healthy for you. Okay? So, oh my gosh, we are going to almost 2 hours here. And no. Like 1 hour, something minutes. Okay? Whew, I've laughed so hard. I've laughed so hard. And I feel like we have a lot more to talk about. So finally, I want us to have like a conclusion here. Okay? Sarah, you are my backbone in this podcast because JL is killing me here. So please let me hear what you want to say. JL and Sam Samson, they're just hitting like this. So please, Sarah, let me hear your conclusion. Wahala. JL, I will catch you. Don't worry. Okay, guys,
Okay,
let's just conclude.
in conclusion, what I can say is we have to acknowledge the fact that society is always going to be society.
Yes, definitely.
We cannot change society. We cannot change people's mindset. We cannot change the way people see us. We cannot change the way people do things, right? And another thing also is at some point of your journey, society is still going to influence you, whether you like it or not. Consciously or unconsciously, you are going to be influenced by what you see, what you hear, by people around you, without even you knowing it, but it's still going to be there. Then you have to be strong enough. And just like I said, you have to remember why you are doing what you're doing, why you started, or why are you there, or why are you entertaining with that type of people, or why are you doing what you're doing, why are you doing your business. The reason behind it always has to draw you back to the normality, which is it's you versus you, right?
Definitely.
It's not you versus the other person, whether you are the same field of business or not. It's you versus you. So, sorry, it comes down to the result that you are getting from society or the results that you are getting from entertaining A or B, or the results that you are getting from you being in social media A or in social media B. That is the most important thing at the end, because if you are influenced negatively, it's going to bust everything out. Your
Mhm.
business, your mental health, everything is just going to go down, right?
Sure.
But if you are influenced positively, the outcome is growth, income, so many good things. So I think that we have to be very strong minded about what we want in life and about what we are doing in life and about why we are doing what we're doing. And we have to be very aware also of what is happening around us. It's not because you are doing something or it's not because you are focused on something that you are going to forget what is happening around you. Because
Definitely.
if you are aware of what is happening around you, it will be easy for you to avoid some traps, right? It will be easy for you to avoid some mindsets that are not helping you. It will be easy for you to even see them coming from afar. I say, no, that thing is not going to help me. Let me take this road. Let me avoid it. So that is what I think about us being in society and us being in social medias. And yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I mean, you've you've made a lot of sense. A whole lot of sense. Thank you so much. Samsing, what's your conclusion for today's topic? I don't want it to be so long. I feel like we should talk more, but no.
So my conclusion would still be on the one side that there are society standards about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
If you connect with the society standards about certain things and you choose to go that part,
Mm-hmm.
it's good. But if you also choose to do something different, it's also fine. In the end, you would have to live with yourself.
Definitely.
So in the end, I would say you probably should do something that you will regret, and you shouldn't like you should only let the society to influence you based on what you think is right or what you connect with. Okay, so if what you connect with is A, then if the society is influencing you on topic A, then it's good. But if the society is saying A, but what you connect with is not A, it's B, then probably go there. But in the end, I think everyone should have a sort of spirituality. And I think spirituality would actually really help you navigate the right path.
The right parts. I get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the same hand. So that's just my own conclusion.
All right. I don't know, but we lost JL. But before he comes back, I think I would just like to maybe have a conclusion here on Instagram and on this live podcast. I feel like
I'm back again.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So briefly, Jill, what's your conclusion before I chip in mine? Or I could just chip in mine and then you close the podcast for today. How about that?
Give yours. Afro.
Good. So I'm handing over the host work to Jill. All right. So my conclusion for today would be quickly that because we've just talked about mostly the disadvantage and the influence of social media and the society, I feel like whatever we're doing, that one thing is to try to understand that we would go through any situation alone, no matter if we have a partner, a family, whomever is by our side. Whenever we're enjoying or suffering, we are doing these two things alone. Period. Okay, and whatever the society may have like influence in us or told us about, we should also take the things we have to take from it, shuffle it, and do what we can do. No go do past yourself, like the Nigerians would say. No do past yourself, because if you do past yourself and you meet the bad side of it, you will definitely, if it doesn't take your life, you will read the repercussion, like it would be so hard on you. But if you do the other way and it comes good, fine, you will definitely earn from it, and also other people earning from it. So no matter what, one thing is, do not allow the society to dictate if you will be happy today, or you see someone wearing Gucci and you're wearing Okrika. Okrika means the second-handed clothing, and you start crying. I wish I had Gucci, because you saw someone out there wearing Gucci. I mean, do not. It's hard to say do not do that, but I just feel like we should try to understand the fact that we cannot afford something at a particular moment, and if we try to make that one like affect our happiness for that moment, then that is very tremendous to our mental health, which I believe so much in mental health and happiness. Like these two things, I don't joke with it. I do not joke with this thing. So this is my conclusion. Take from social media, take from society, shuffle what you can shuffle from them, and then do what you can do. No, do past yourself. Okay, so over to you, Mr. JL host.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, to round up my own thoughts, my own belief, I honestly still believe that yes, no one is telling you not to do whatever you want to do. Have your dreams, have your aspirations in whatever area of life you want. And yeah, shuffle things from social media that are beneficial and avoid things that would be mentally draining.
Training.
Also understand that there is a way to do certain things. And as Sarah, Samson, and all of us have given our own opinions about a certain topic, we must still understand that, hey, there's a way to do it. However, we appreciate that everyone has a different perspective, and that's what makes us humans. We are not programmed to be the same. Everyone would have their own way of seeing things, and that is what makes us special and unique and different. You understand? We would have these debates, disagreements, and it's healthy, to air it out. So I would like to appreciate everyone for showing up today. Thank myself. Anyway, thank you, Sarah Samson. Also for all of us for sparing the time tonight, and also thank you very much, JB, for hosting and also having us tonight.
Thank
We
you
appreciate
so
the
much,
platform, and
Sarah.
we hope you continue doing this. Like you said, yes, the numbers might not come in, but hey, it's time. Just keep doing it. We're here to support all day, every day.
All right, thank you, Mr.
All right.
Host. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you, Samson, for
All
showing up
right.
today. This is your first
Respect,
time,
bro.
so I hope you liked it. I mean, I want us to do more of this, but I wish we are together in a room talking about this. I don't mind going 3 hours. I don't mind even physically fighting. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate. And of course, I would always want to have you guys around. You guys have my May podcast sessions and the schedule. So whichever one you guys would like to come again, you guys are always welcome. Bye. Oh, people on Instagram, thank you so much. And I would let me stop recording and